Well, hello again, everyone. It is December 11th, and it is now officially 2 weeks until Christmas. So let's see what the Advent calendar has in store for us today. And today's pick is Ho 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 Calorie TV special, The Nutcracker, with Mikhail Baryshnikov and Kelsey Kirkland, made actually in Toronto by a group called the American Ballet Theatre in 1977. It's a Glen Warren production, and this gets a ho 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 rating. Um, I watch it every year. I love this. Why is it not a whoa ho ho? Well, because it was basically recorded as a CTV Christmas special, which was um, meant to fill up an hour and a half worth of airtime. So in order to have it fit into an hour and a half's worth of airtime, they weren't going to give it a 2 hour slot, so it had to be an hour and a half. They had to leave room for commercials, which means what you get is really 75 minutes. So big chunks of the ballet missing. A fair bit of the ballet is missing. A good, I would say, roughly around 20 minutes of the ballet isn't in there. Now, what you do have is very, very, very good. Baryshnikov actually doesn't, Baryshnikov's choreography, I should say, is focused on telling the story, not focused on showing himself off. So although he does play the principal role, the Nutcracker Prince, there are no excuses found in there for him to do any of the spectacular leaps that he was famous for. Um, so he actually serves the story very, very, very well. Kelsey Kirkland is absolutely wonderful as Clara, and the settings look a little cheap, a little cheesy. They look like stage flats. And they actually use that to their advantage in this version. They deliberately foreground the staginess of this. So unlike George Balanchine's The Nutcracker, where they try to give you this very opulent scenography and they try to sort of pass it off as realistic, and it just doesn't come off. In this version of The Nutcracker, they use the staginess, the fact that the flats are obviously somebody's drawings and artistic renderings to their advantage. It gives you a feeling that it's an alternate realm, especially when they've gone to the land of the Sugar Plum Fairy. It looks like a fake, different place. It looks like you're supposed to interpret this deliberately as a fantasy. So it's very, very well done. My only big issue with that, why this doesn't get a whoa ho 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 and a ho 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 instead, is the final pas de deux, which for my money contains really some of the most beautiful music ever written. Here isn't staged as a dance for two, it's staged as a dance for three, and the story idea is nice. The story idea is that it's time for Clara to wake up and leave the land of the Sugar Plum Fairy and go back to the real world. So Uncle Drosselmeyer is trying to get her to dance with him to take her back out of her dream to the real world. But the Nutcracker Prince wants her to stay with him as well. So they're alternately each sort of carrying her off, trying to get her to come out of the magical realm back into reality, or to stay in the magical realm. So as a piece of storytelling, it works quite well, but for my money, it does tend to dilute the emotional impact of the pas de deux as well. Again, the music is absolutely exquisite. I would have liked to have seen it staged again as that sort of romantic lovers dance, which in Balanchine's version, they actually get that portion of it quite right and pull that off quite well. So, ho 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 rating for the American Ballet Theatre and Glen Warren production of The Nutcracker. Watch it every year. And it's just on the borderline of being a whoa ho 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 rating. It's it's on the borderline of being one of those things that it wouldn't be Christmas without. So, hope you've enjoyed today's review. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you.